You don't know what you don't know. Hi, I'm Steve, your agony uncle. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about our mental health and I give you tips and tricks and things I've learned over my 57 years. And we talk about my struggles and hopefully it can give you some inspiration and something to think about. So, you don't know what you don't know. Obvious statement, you may think. But you don't know the depth of what you don't know. Let me give you a bit of a backstory. I normally spend a lot of time on my own, working on my own, so I normally put my earphones in and listen to music. But about 7 weeks ago, I decided to download an audiobook and listen to it. And I looked through all the different libraries of all the audiobooks, and I picked out this one book. It doesn't really matter what it was. But something changed in me. This book was about money and the way we look at money. Now, I don't know about you, but I thought the way I perceived money, the way I dealt with money and looked at money, I thought it was the same as most other people. I thought, let's say, that money was one-dimensional. We work, we get paid, we pay our bills, and whatever's left over is what we've got to live on, to save, to go on holiday with. But this book completely changed my attitude, and it really opened my eyes to being 57. It viewed money completely differently. Instead of money being something I never had enough of, it showed me that money was something that I was becoming obsessed with. And it's really changed my thinking. But it's more than that, it's opened my eyes to, I really didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know there was another way of looking at money. And it's made me think about other aspects of my life, and possibly your life, that you think are one-dimensional, that you think that everybody sees things the way that you do. Maybe money is an easy example because we don't really talk a lot about money. We don't like to talk about what we're earning or what we owe in debt or how we're spending our money. And perhaps that also has got something to do with the way we don't like to talk about our mental health. We can have money worries, money problems, we can have debt, and they can affect our mental health. I think it's another part of mental health problems, is that we can't talk about money. Even when we're struggling, it's hard for us to admit we've made a mistake with money, or we've taken on a little bit too much debt, or our life or income has suddenly changed. And because we're not used to talking about money, we're also not used to talking about the problems we're having with money. So it makes it even more difficult to say to somebody, today I'm not okay. All right, why is that? And you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to admit that you've made a mistake or you've overspent or whatever. But having my eyes opened about the different ways that people look at money, about how they achieve money and what they use money for, it really has opened my eyes. Money is not one-dimensional. There are many ways to earn money, some obvious, some less obvious. There are many things to do with your money. Spend it, save it. That's the way I always looked at it. But there's far more things you can do with money than that. So it's really opened my eyes. And perhaps I've realized I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know that there was so much more that I didn't know about money. There's so much more that I don't understand about mental health. There's so much that we don't talk about mental health. And perhaps we really don't know what we don't know about somebody else's mental health. It's just something for you to think about. Stop and think. There may be a lot more things that you don't know that other people do. Maybe you should listen to an audiobook or find a book that explains to you a different way of looking at life, at money, at relationships, at religion. You don't know what you don't know. Think about that, and perhaps it's time to find out the depth of what you don't know. Thank you for joining me, and as always, if you don't take some time to look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. Until next time, thank you.